Once again, we are back on Boond Soch ki ttalk, train of thought, with a series of an episode with an expert from the industry. Today, on our ttalk platform, we have got Dr. Viswanathan Iyer. Sir, welcome to ttalk Boond Soch ki.
Thank you.
Normally, we carry a story of prominent personalities on our show, and from various diversified area experts, they come and have their discussion. So through your life journey, our target audience can draw in meaningful learning out of it.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure your expertise as far as the brain and spinal cord which is concerned, and your journey from medical till now, will inspire a lot of our audience as such.
Sure, I hope I can do justice.
Thanks a lot for making it. A brief introduction of Dr. Viswanathan Iyer. He is a chief neurosurgeon and the MD with Qualilife, basically into brain and spine, and also is in Cycling Mayor of Mumbai. As for the education which goes, 1996, he did Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery from JJ Hospital and Grand Medical. In 2001, Master of Surgery from Lokmanya Tilak Municipal General Hospital. 2005, Diplomate of National Board, Neurosurgery, Department of Neurology, Mumbai Hospital and Medical Research Center. In 2009, International MSc in Neurovascular Disease from Paris, France, and clinical expertise consultant into neurosurgeon and endovascular, and also being in Cycling Mayor of Mumbai. So once again, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
It's a great profile as a medical profession, and that too into the brain and the spinal cord, which is a core as far as the human body which are concerned, sir. Now, our ttalk audience would like to listen your journey from how you initiated with this as far as a medical profession which is concerned. Were you focused towards totally medical right from childhood?
Yeah, thank you for having me, Dr. Chima. I think it's a good opportunity for me also to talk, because I'm always a social kind of guy and I like to meet people and talk. Yeah. So you're giving me a chance, and I hope I can take you through the journey. And I hope the audience does learn a few things from my, long career, I would say. Yeah. So I think if you really go back to my childhood and about how I started thinking about medicine, I'm from a typical Tamil Brahmin Iyer family, and my maternal uncle used to stay with me. So it was always taught to us that if you study well, you have a future, you have a career, and if you don't study, you have zero. So there was no really any emphasis on sports or anything. And my mother always made it very clear to us, me and my two siblings, that you have to study to get ahead in life. Right. So we used to have these subscription of magazines like Reader's Digest, and next used to be a very common magazine called the Competition Success Review.
Correct.
It used to come probably monthly, and it used to be popular with the UPSC and IAS candidates.
Correct.
So my maternal uncle, who used to live with us at that time, he used to insist that I read those books even when I was in my 7th and 8th. And he should take up those classes for me and really focus on my education also. He was a struggler in Bombay at that time. So in those Reader's Digest, there were a lot of articles by a American neurosurgeon called Dr. Fred Epstein. So he was a pediatric neurosurgeon. So those articles he used to write about, operating some complex brain tumors and aneurysms in a child, and how the child goes back to a decent good life later and is able to live a full normal life. So probably I read a lot of those stories, and that's when my mind totally oriented towards being a neurosurgeon. So joining medicine, doing MBBS was like a preliminary step. But I had decided in my 8th standard that I want to be a neurosurgeon as a career goal. Sir,
apart from reading, were you keen in sports also, or only towards reading books and the core area of fitness for you?
Honest confession, I think probably academics, I was amongst the first 5 always. And sports, I was amongst the last 5 always.
Oh, I see. And now if we'll see your career, you're balancing both the aspects, like your passion towards sports like cycling, you're Cycling Mayor of Mumbai, and also you're a practitioner as a neurosurgeon, which are concerned
So I learned late in life that sports is very important. Probably in my mid-20s, I focused more on fitness and sports.
I see. And while being in school, you were the topper, always between 1 and 5, and cracking those the criteria to be part of a medical profession. Was it easy, or you have to put in a real hard work to get into that?
It was definitely not easy, but because of my continuous academic good performance, I knew I could do it. So even though the competition levels are too high, just for about few seats, there are lots of children who do apply for medical seats, and MBBS was very popular with the children, and even now it is very popular with the students as a career goal. So I really had to work a lot, probably from my 8th standard till my 12th standard, to enter into medical school.
Okay. Now, in fact, like maybe your journey from we're talking in terms of 1996 till you completed your medical profession, and once you started as an intern. So, what were the challenges? Because now, in fact, your journey from 1996 till now, like maybe a lot of roller coaster or a lot of hard work and balancing family and your professional life too.
Yeah, I think I'll go back even beyond 96. I think I'll probably have to start my journey from 91. That's when I finished my 12th and actually got into medical school. So I was in Ruya College for my junior college. And honestly, at that time, the medical admissions were based on the basis of PCB, of physics, chemistry, biology combination. And out of 300, if you do really well, and really well means 293 and 294 and above. So if you do that kind of marks, then you used to get medical admission. So luckily I could manage that kind of marks, and I got into the government medical seat at Grand Medical College, Baikala. So it was like a huge dream for me to be able to get a medical seat in a government college, because my father had made it very clear to me that whatever your dreams may be, if you get into government, I'll pay for you. But private, forget about it. So as a backup, he had insisted that I do PCM also. So I had got good marks in PCM also, and he actually wanted me to be an engineer. So he made me take admission in BJTI. So I did take admission in BJTI also, because the medical admissions were 2 weeks later. So he wanted me to have a backup plan very ready. So I had taken up admission in engineering, BJTI Bombay. I even started attending college for a few days. And then I got into the medical seat. And then, of course, surrendered my engineering seat.
How was your experience of short tenure in VJTI, So, were you not defocused, like, should I get into engineering or into medicine?
Absolutely not. Those few days in VJTI, I was even more firm that I'm not made to be an engineer. So, I was really just waiting to get away from there.
For argument's sake, if अगर इसमें नहीं मिलता है admission in medicine, so then engineering was your choice, or you could have opted for something else?
I think in those times, the importance of being a good son and listen to your parents was very, ingrained in us. So if I could not have got into government medical college, I would have taken up admission and continued immediately, and I'm sure I would have done well.
Good. Great. I think the target also listening to Dr. Viswanathan Iyer, who is the Chief Neurosurgeon and Managing Director with Qualilife, and basically into brain and spine, and also in Cycling Mayor of Mumbai. And normally from childhood, like if you're focused in terms of what you need to do, as rightly Dr. Viswanathan Iyer, I think somewhere down the line while reading and Reader Digest, he could find out something where I think can trigger and make a career. I'm sure the reading, as far as the young generation which are concerned, they get into reading mode, and the interest which creates in, I'm sure can make your career. But there's a lot to listen from Dr. Viswanathan Iyer's story. Do catch up with ttalk, Ek Boond Soch ki Dr. Viswanathan Iyer in our next episode. Sir, thanks a lot for spending valuable time.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure our target audience, we are going to catch up next journey as far as your journey which is concerned to medical profession. Thank you very much.